Hello Stampers, this is Alison with another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable pop-up card. I showed this at a regional conference in Vancouver for Stampin' Up last year, and I thought it would be really fun to do a video to show those of you who weren't able to come. So here's the exterior of the card. It's very cute. It uses the set Aviary, which I just love, and it's going to stay and be in the new catalog. But when you open it up, all the little bird cages are popping up or popping in, and all the little birds. It's a really easy card to make. It looks complicated, but it's not. So let me show you how. So first we're going to start with our stamp set. I find that it's easiest to use stamps that are symmetrical, although as you get good at this you can substitute any stamp. But this one's really great to start with because all the bird cages are the same obviously on either side, so when you look for a middle of it, it's really simple to see where the middle of each one of the stamps is. It just makes it easier when you're learning how to do this kind of card. First thing I do is take a piece of just regular paper, so this is like computer paper, and you measure out what size piece of cardstock you want to start with. So in this case, for this particular card, it's a little mini card, so this is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. The next thing you want to do is find the middle of the card and then the middle of the two halves. So you end up with 4 equal panels. And this is important to mark it on your page like I've done here, because when you stamp you want to make sure that you're hitting those lines. So I'll just show you a little bit how to do this, and then I'll bring in a more finished card to show you the rest of the technique. So I'm going to ink it up, my little bird cage, and I want it to be in the middle of my card, running down the center. So I'm looking for the center of my stamp, center of the card. I love these clear stamps because obviously you can see exactly where the center is. So you can't tell that that's the center until I fold it and cut it, but it is the center, and I know that because I'm using my lines. So you just continue on like that, and I'll just add this nice big bird cage, and I want it to be centered down this quarter panel here. Just keep going until you've filled your whole sheet. Now here's a tip with the little stand that goes with this set. What I do, if I've got a short, in other words, if I want this piece of the stand to be in the card, but my pole is too long, just mask it off. So just put a little mask across like that, across your bird cage, and then when you ink it up and stamp it, you'll see that it ends just where your bird cage is ending. So just keep filling the sheet as like I did right there. So I'm going to bring in a piece of cardstock. I just want you to pretend that this is already stamped. And the first thing you want to do is fold it in half. So just fold it so that the two sides meet. And then fold, I open it up and then I fold my half, my edge to the half, and my edge to the half. And then I end up with 4 equal panels of stamping. So I'm going to bring in a card that I've already completely stamped, so you can see here how this is going to look. I'll bring in the one that I had started earlier so you can see this is this piece and that piece. You also want images that are outside of the crease lines because you're not going to be cutting those. You want some that aren't cut. I love this stamp set for another reason, because the little birds are really easy to place inside the cages because it's a clear stamp and you can see what you're doing. The next step, you want to take a pair of scissors, and what I do is I fold my image, or my first panel here, so I'm on the fold. And what I want to do is I want to cut into this so that there's a piece that's going to be popped in. Okay? So the easiest thing, I love this stamp set because the easiest thing is you can see these, that it's already separated for you with this little line. So what's easier than that? You just take your scissors and you cut along both lines. You want to make sure that the cut that you make is equal on the top and the bottom. That's the tip.
And then what I do is I take this and I fold it like this. And I like to do a nice little crisp fold so everything's folded. So I hope you can see that's the piece that I cut. Then I go to the next panel and I do exactly the same thing. I decide where I want it to be cut. On this one I'm going to cut a bigger piece. And here just a little piece. Again, you're going to just fold these in like so. Like so. So. And then you got your last one. I want to make sure I cut out my whole little owl here. Like that. And like that. Okay. When they're all cut, you're going to be able to pop them in and out. So here's the card again. Your panels, your outside panels are going to pop out and your inside panel is going to pop in. So you just pop this forward and then I just fold it. And I hope I'm going to hold that so you can see there's a little indentation there because that's popped up. This one and this one are going to get popped in. So really simple again. You just have to fuss with it a little bit to get it to go the way you want. But it's really simple. So things are going out and things are going in. There we go. And there we go. Just gonna fold that down. Okay. That's going in. Just like that. And then this guy is coming out. So if I turn it over, you can see these are in and this one's out. Then you fold it all back up like so and glue it to the inside of your card. And you want to be really careful that you only glue on the outside quarter panels. The inside is not glued or it won't pop. Okay, so that's that one. Let me just bring in a couple of other samples. This is a really cute stamp set. This was around, I think, last year for Easter. The little girl, and when you open her up, she pops up. This is a little bit more challenging because you don't have symmetrical images to work with, so I just picked certain ones that were on the fold lines. I wanted the Happy Easter. I wanted her little flowers. I don't know if you can see that, but her little flowers are popped in. A little butterfly popped out. I love anything with Paris. So this stamp set here is from the Retiring Winter Post, sorry. And oh, I'm gonna be so sad to see that one go. You should grab that one before it goes. And I've got a little trinket here, which I think is also retiring. Some pearls. When you open this one, you've got words that are popping out and crowns and Eiffel Towers. Love this card. And lastly, this is a card using Nature's Walk. Love it. And here's what the inside looks like. And this time I used a glossy cardstock. You don't have to. It just gives it a little bit of a different look. So this Saturday, that would be May the 23rd, if you live in the Lower Mainland of Vancouver and you'd like to learn how to make these cards, I'm going to be showing you how to make this card, which also has some other elements here, some torn edges and some coloring. And the little Aviary card. We're going to be making these two cards at my class on May the 23rd. So there'll be a link at the end of the video and you can sign up for that. I hope to see you then, 10:30 in the morning on May the 26th. Sorry, May the 26th in Vancouver. Thanks so much. Happy stamping.